So Blumhouse have given us a look at their creature design for their reboot of The Wolfman coming up next year. Let's have a quick look at it. They cannot be in earnest. Come on, mate, this is the Wolfman we're talking about. Werewolf royalty. We've had some incredible werewolves over the years. An American werewolf in London. Dog soldiers. The Howling. You're coming at us with this? You're bringing a cheap piece of shit rubber mask to a wolf fight? It doesn't look Wolfman-y. Now, you call me pedantic, but the Wolfman's got a certain way about him. He's not like other werewolves. Werewolves are werewolves. The Wolfman is Lawrence Talbot, come home to his ancestral seat, bitten by an older werewolf in the original Bela Lugosi, and the other reboot, Anthony Hopkins, transformed the tragedy of him. And he has a certain look to him as well, which the Benicio del Toro reboot got completely right. That is the Wolfman updated. That is the Wolfman made terrifying for a modern audience. This is bloody awful. Gone are the days of Lon Chaney Jr. coming into the Universal Studios lot, Jack Pierce waiting for him, spending 8 hours sticking every single yak hair on by hand, building the face up with layers of gauze, no latex in those days. And then cut forward, Rick Baker, a man with an Oscar for designing werewolves. He does a completely fantastic upgrade of the Jack Pierce design, gives us a modern take on the creature. This appears like someone's just gone, here, runner, over here, is $15. Can you nip down to Target, right? It's Halloween, there's bound to be some masks out. Nip down to Target and get me something. It doesn't even have to be a werewolf, anything, an old man, just something that we can stick on this film. I mean, it's rubbish. It doesn't even look like a werewolf. Where's the hair? Where's the hair? This looks like a werewolf with alopecia. Who wants that? This has been revealed slightly bizarrely at one of the Universal Studios Halloween nights. They had a little stall set up for the Wolfman film. And they got some guy to put on this egregious shit and just sort of stride around. He's kind of like posing and going, making scary hands. Scary. That's not going to help. I mean, he's not making scary hands. He's sort of strutting up and down like a model on a catwalk. You're like, Dwayne is modelling the latest in Walmart masks for this All Hallows Eve season. Stylish latex mixed with some very cheap stuck-on plastic hair. I mean, how are you not embarrassed to put that out? If you've got to have a stall at the Universal Horror Night, just have a black box with like sounds and weirdness and some lights. Create a bit of atmosphere, some anticipation. Not this thing shoved out in broad daylight. And it doesn't look Wolfman-y. The Wolfman's got that specific look to him. I remember when I was in a pantomime in the UK, a theatrical form, I played Mr. Smee in Peter Pan, to some exceptional notices, please. But I had to go to a local school in my Mr. Smee costume to promote the show, and they were told a pirate was coming to see them at this horrible working class school in Broxbourne. And I turn up in my stripy shirt, I mean, sort of Mr. Smee hat, and the first thing I walk in, hey kids, and this kid just looks at me and goes, he ain't a pirate, he's fucking noddy. From the mouth of babes. This is how I feel looking at this. It's like, that's not the Wolfman, that's fucking Catweasel. It's not good. And also, a prerequisite for a scary Wolfman design is, it can't look like you could outrun it. Like the Benicio del Toro Wolfman, if that thing was coming at you, this beast from hell, he's running at you, off the face on it, the snarling, the bad intent behind the eyes, drop into all fours. Hey. You haven't got a prayer, mate. If that's on you, you are damned. There's no point running. Just drop to the floor, play dead, hope it spares you. This thing looks like you could just literally start, all right, oh, what's that? I'm off. A light jog, and you're going to be safe. It's up behind you. I'm coming for you. Oh, I'm coming. I'm 20 yards in. Okay, all right, fair play, mate. You keep running. It's fine. I'm just too old for the werewolf game. Look at me. Me hair's all falling out and off me head and also off me arms and me hands. I've barely got any nails left, and don't get me started on my teeth. Oh, they do ache. Oh, me knees as well. You run, son. I'm going to go into that field and terrorise some cows until the full moon goes down. I'm too old for this game. I should really quit on the werewolfing, but how can you in this economy? It's awful. Come on, man. That's one of the worst werewolves I've ever seen. Who knows? Maybe it will look better in the film. Lee Whannell, a superb director who I absolutely love, and he got the Invisible Man right. It's a completely different setup, but the essence of it is there. That the Invisible Man is evil, that being invisible does give him a power complex. All the elements are there, even though the setup is different. As with this, the elements are there. It is about a man with his family returning to his old family home. He is bitten by a mysterious creature. And he who is bitten by the werewolf and lives becomes a werewolf himself. So he becomes a beast, and then we're going to go from there in a new direction. But the essence of the thing is correct. Just the design of the creature is really off. And unless it looks exceptional in the movie, unless they're shooting round it, unless it's one of those things where it's always in the shadows, you don't quite make it out. I don't know how you fix that. I don't know how you make that thing scary. But if anyone can do it, Lee Whannell can. I will be there opening night, obviously. And for all I know, this is a Fugazi. This might not be it. This might be throwing us off the scent. Seems a daft thing to do, but that might be the way they're going. More film geekery, comic book stuff coming on this channel. If that's your bag, please hit subscribe and like. It's a new channel, so every sub counts. Thank you very much indeed for watching this first look.